Hello, hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if you're new here, karibu sana. My name is Ivy. You can subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content. Today, I'm coming to you with the juice. Yeah, I'm sure in school you learned about your five senses: your sense of taste, your sense of hearing, your sense of touch, your sense of smell, and you can name them. What if I told you that there is a part of the human existence that was almost consciously omitted from the school curriculum? These are your six higher faculties. Now, philosophers say that these six higher faculties make you more godlike. I know, right? It just makes sense that this system would omit such information from the curriculum. Why? Because we are living in the industrial age. And in the industrial age, what John D. Rockefeller created was an education system for workers, not doers. Remember, at the age, we were looking for factory workers. So we were not looking for people to be creative. But now, eras are changing. And now we're stepping into the information era. Oh my God. Don't we just love this? Now the information about the law of attraction and manifestation is everywhere. If you want it, you can get it. But let us be careful, because there's also a lot of misinformation out there in the self-help industry. A lot of the times, the industry is just fueled by capitalism, and they're just trying to get some money out of you. So they keep telling you, if you want to manifest that car, if you want to manifest that house, let me show you a technique you can... Listen, manifestation is not solely about getting the things you want. Manifestation, the law of attraction, is about becoming that which can attract what you want, the reality you want to create. And if you want to become that, there are specific higher faculties you have to cultivate. Number one, perspective. Oh my God, how powerful is that word? You can choose to have two different perspectives. One is that I am the victim of my reality. Woe is me. Everything is constantly happening to me. God doesn't love me. Or number two, I am the co-creator of my reality. Whichever you choose manifests. Self-realization is awakening to realize that you are not just the victim of your reality. There is a fundamental source of life that has put you here. And that means that you can help to co-create the reality you want. This part about perspective is very interesting, because Oprah uses this a lot. She says, whenever I am faced with challenges, I ask myself one simple question: what is this here to teach me? Oh my God. I listen to this woman a bit too much. Yeah, because challenges are here to make you better. But if you believe that challenges are obstacles, if you're not able to be like, okay, so what lesson can I learn from this failure? What lesson can I learn from this challenge? What opportunity is this challenge creating for me? That way, you work with life. But if you hit a dead end, then you're like, all right, fuck it. I'm not trying again. Well, what do you expect? Closed mouths don't get fed, You have to learn to accept the circumstance you're in right now, especially if it is challenging. If bad things, negative things keep happening, and then you keep resisting that energy, what tends to happen is you create more of the negativity than if you're to sit and be one with that circumstance or negative place you're in. Number two, we have willpower. Oh my God, guys, I see why they didn't tell us this in school. Honestly, I do. Willpower is about focus, determination, and persistence. Are you able to sit and focus on one activity? Are you determined enough to push through all the challenges and obstacles to get to where you want to get? Because if you keep trying project A, project B, project D, project C, and then you start project D and E and F, and then you leave them, that inconsistency ends up creating your reality. There's always going to be naysayers on this journey. There's going to be haters. I like to call them haters, bro, because that's what they are. You tell them, you know what, I have this dream that I want to become a superstar. And they're like, what the fuck do you mean? You cannot do that. You'll never be able to do that. Like, Who the fuck do you think you are? If you allow such spirits to tear you down, then you will not move. What I tend to do is I dig for willpower. Literally, I connect with my source of life and I ask God, pump me with so much willpower that I'm able to overcome all these obstacles. I'm able to stay focused. And even when the naysayers are just like blabbing shit, I can be able to move on. I can be able to keep pushing and keep persisting. Persistence is also very important. There's a reason why every successful person you meet, and you can attest to this, will always say, never give up. Hashtag never give up. Oh my God, it's all over our social medias, right? Because the journey is not that easy. There's going to be challenges, there's going to be obstacles, there's going to be voids, there's going to be naysayers. You could get broke in the middle. Heck, a lot happens, but you cannot stop. There is a reason human beings have been saying for ages, your darkest hour comes before your dawn. Right when you're about to stop, your breakthrough could be right there. Right there. There's nothing wrong with doubting yourself. Doubting yourself is a normal human emotion and it happens. Our egos have this sense of insufficiency. It's perfectly normal. The problem is when we let self-doubt control our decisions. We have to feel the self-doubt, experience the self-doubt, and then let it go. And what? Move on. Keep going. Keep it pushing. Memory. Oh, I love this one. This one is about mostly learning from your past experiences. Makes sense, right? If you did something wrong that made you go broke, then maybe now is the time to be like, okay, maybe I should make different choices. Maybe I should make different decisions. Also within memory is the aspect that has been talked about for ages, the inner child archetype. When we are children, we're like little magnets. We're almost hypnotized and we literally take up all the energies that are around us. The narratives your caregivers sold you most likely become what you believe. For example, if your parents were constantly telling you, money is never enough, money will never be enough. The thing is, we end up believing those narratives because we don't have another option. They are caregivers, right? But again, we know that what you believe creates your reality. So you have to change that belief to be able to create a reality of abundance. Oh, number 4 is my favorite one. Imagination. Oh my God, I love this one. You know why? Because it's the best part about this. You just get to sit there and visualize and really just see yourself living your best life. It's something I do before I go to bed almost every night, where I just see myself really this successful person and I just feel so good. See how giddy it's making me right now? And I just feel so good. The thing with imagination that we don't understand is that it's not really about what you're seeing. It's mostly about the feeling. That emotion, that energy in motion is the language of God. When you're feeling really good, when you're feeling really pumped, when you're feeling really peaceful and happy and joyous, seeing the reality you're trying to create, that feeling is what creates, it's what manifests in the physical realm. Number 5, we have intuition. Now listen, I will talk about intuition until I am fucking blue in the face. You know why? Because it is literally God giving you messages. It's like God sending you whispers through your heart about the kind of life He's creating for you and the path He wants you to follow. A lot of the times when we do not adhere to that instinct, when we don't follow what our intuition is telling us, we end up in deep trouble. Why? Because it's intuition. Intuition. Even from the name tuition, it's almost like God is your tutor. And last but not least, we have reason. Your sense of reason is very important because this is the part of you that is able to analyze and make choices according to the analysis made. So you have to be able to analyze these systems that have been created. All these industries that have been built, the dark reality is that we live in a world of people who are seeking control over the masses. The world does not want you to be free. The education system does not want you to be free. Organized religion does not want you to be free. They want to keep you stuck. The news, oh my God, how can I not mention this? The news, they are constantly just bad news. And you know why they keep feeding you bad news? Because they want you to remain in that state of fear. The news makes you fearful. Organized religion makes you feel guilty for like the most random things like having a lot of money or having sexual power. The education system makes you feel average. It makes you intellectualize everything and forget about your intuition. The corporate system takes control of your time. So you're constantly round and round like a hamster wheel. 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. That's it, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So you have no time whatsoever for self-realization or even self-introspection. That is what they want. But you have to be willing to use your faculty of reason to analyze all the systems and then make a choice for yourself. Are you going to follow the same system that has been created to keep you down? Or are you going to awaken to your truth and fulfill your highest potential? Which one is it gonna be? At the end of the day, it's your choice. If you're trying to use the law of attraction, or if you're trying to create your reality or manifest, and you're not connected, you're not anchored to your source of life, it's basically like having the best devices in the room, but you don't have Wi-Fi or internet connection. Really, what can you do with those devices? Exactly. You have to connect yourself to that source of life, because that is where everything else comes from. And how do you do this? Be still. Period. Just breathe. That's it. It's really not as complicated as they make it look.